What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody. Look, the MCU right now is in one of the worst shapes, maybe the worst shape it has ever been in the 17 years that the MCU has existed. Because this 2025 slate, bruh, this is one of the worst looks I think Marvel has ever had. It's been nothing but trash and flop and epic fails all up and down. Movies can't even make $500 million anymore. The big movie that you guys was expecting to go out here and do major things, all right? Fantastic Four First Steps, sitting at $442 million worldwide right now. Probably won't hit $500 million. You remember back in the day, Marvel had zero problems hitting $500 million. That was child's play. All right, that was easy. The first Iron Man hit that. That was, man, that's a piece of cake. Shoot, we do $1 billion. What y'all talking about? We got two movies that made $2 billion. That's what the MCU used to do. But they're no longer able to do that, all right? This is what things are looking like now, all right? It's pretty desperate over there at Marvel, and we see that all over Doomsday. When you look at Doomsday, all you see is, pure desperation. Everything about Doomsday just screams panic. Shit, man, we are in absolute trouble. What are we going to do with this thing? How are we going to get this thing worked out? Look at this little synopsis. Now, we don't know if this is the true synopsis. Most people are saying, yeah, it probably is. Dr. Doom sees multiverse incursions as a serious threat and plans to stop them using Franklin Richards. He believes he's the hero of the story and will do whatever it takes. Remember that from Avengers, whatever it takes to stay in control. So, yeah, that's what they're setting up, that Dr. Doom, Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom, he sees himself as the hero of his own story, which that's just common for villains. And I'm not sure if that's some sort of a great, oh my God, what an amazing idea. I mean, that's basically what Thanos was, right? The hero of his own movie. But yeah, they're going to try to, use Franklin Richards, basically to stop all the incursions, which means we're going to see all of those characters die. That's pretty much what I see from it. All right. We already know what's happening, like all of these chairs, right? Everybody that was sitting in the chair, all of these various names, they're all dead. Maybe a handful of people will survive to Secret Wars, and then they'll fight for the soul of, whatever universe. And there it is. And Dr. Doom will be at the forefront, blah, 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 whatever. I mean, it's just going to be an absolute dumpster fire, in my opinion. But again, it's just desperate times for Marvel. That's why they cast Robert Downey Jr. in the first place, because they're desperate. That's why they brought the Russo brothers back. They have sunk $100 million into Robert Downey Jr. for these next two movies. They are absolutely desperate, and the desperation is now starting to show up in other ways. The casting announcement, they're going to need a lot of names, all right? They're going to need a whole lot of names. They're going to drop another set of casting names, another set of chairs, I guess, August 27. That's what they're saying anyway. But we might have found out one of them already, okay? Because Ryan Reynolds has posted this up, the Avengers logo, and then his own little letter A graffiti, in a little circle. And everybody started to speculate, what's Ryan Reynolds saying? Is he also in Doomsday? Yeah, obviously, he's in Doomsday. I didn't even need the article to see that, but it finally, I guess, became somewhat official today. Ryan Reynolds will return as Deadpool in Avengers Doomsday. Don't expect him to actually be joining the Avengers team, though. And this source comes from this little Hollywood Reporter. I'll click on that, all right? It's the Heat Vision email. Sometimes they put this little email out. And it's really small. There's nothing much to it. It says here on early Tuesday morning, Ryan Reynolds ignited speculation that Deadpool would finally get his dream and share the screen with the Avengers when he posted an Avengers logo that had been vandalized with graffiti, something Deadpool will do. Sources tell Heat Vision that yes, a Deadpool will appear in Avengers Doomsday. Don't expect him to actually be joining the Avengers team though. So yeah, that was it. All right, just two little quick sentences, and that was that. Look, it's pure desperation at this point, man. They got to throw every single solitary name into this because they're just going to kill him anyway. They're just going to kill him off. They're going to show up to die. So when you go back and you look at all of the chairs that they are posting up here and all of these various characters, I guarantee you, 75% of these characters will not make it to Secret Wars. Especially if they're doing another round of chairs. If they're talking about, we're about to do yet another round, part 2. Of the casting announcements. If they're doing this, man, they're just going to kill everybody. We can already see this thing coming. You just don't know who's going to die. And so I think what they're going to do is kind of set it up like there's this mystery. Who's going to live? Who's going to die? Who's going to make it to Secret Wars? Like, that's basically going to be it. But, like, once this thing gets leaked, and it will get leaked, all right? Once the leaks start coming out and you know who lives and dies, do you really need to go to the movies to see it? Not really. Not really. We don't really care about any of these characters inside this universe where we're at right now. They already played their part in MCU past, you know, when you're talking about like guys like I still don't know who that is. That Ghost? I still don't know who that is. Like Loki, yeah, we don't need to see Loki again. Patrick Stewart, obviously. All right, Ian McKellen, obviously. They've already played their parts in building out superhero comics and the movies and the universes and everything. We don't really need to see them. Rebecca Romijn, James Marsden, all the X-Men that are coming back. You know, we really don't need to see these guys again. I'm pretty sure that Wesley Snipes is going to eventually pop up in this as Blade, and they're probably going to kill him off. So think about how many people they're going to kill off in this and how pissed off audiences are going to be when it happens. That's basically what they're giving you with Doomsday. But they're going to set it up like it's some major event. This thing is going to be messy. It's going to be bloated. It's easily going to be over 3 hours once you start adding in another round of casting announcements. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's see what folks are saying about Ryan Reynolds now joining as Deadpool. Yeah, this guy, Mr. Alberta, this movie's going to cost $2 billion and won't make that back at all. I don't think it'll cost $2 billion, but it definitely going to cost somewhere north of $500 million. Easily. So it's going to need like, you know, $1.5 billion probably to break even. And I don't think it makes $1.5 billion. Again, once the leaks get out as to who dies and who lives, oh, people are just like, cool, I know what happens. I don't really need to watch this. It'll be on Disney Plus in 3 months. It'll be on Disney. I don't need to see this in the theater. People aren't checking for this stuff now. People have already checked out Marvel. I think Marvel is making a major mistake thinking that this is going to do something. This guy, Chief, he's the best. And to be honest, Deadpool on the Avengers wouldn't make sense. Keep him solo. He's just there for name recognition because he's Deadpool. He's not there for the plot. He's not there because he makes the story interesting. Again, this plot summary, all right, this is as stupid as it gets. This is bare bones, basic, no real plot at all. There's a bunch of multiverse incursions causing problems. Dr. Doom's got to kill him. The end. There's nothing interesting about any of this. And in reality, man, it just shows you how bad Marvel is that they couldn't come up with a better idea or story for Dr. Doom for his first introduction into the MCU. They couldn't come up with anything better other than he's just got to collapse the multiverse because the multiverse is a problem. So he's just got to kill all the multiverse incursions. That's the problem with Marvel. They don't really have smart ideas or good ideas, and they're just throwing characters in just to kill them. That's all they're doing. It's pathetic, to be very honest with you, man. Yeah, exactly, Jose Expresso. You remember? Do you remember? That's what we're getting. We're getting Member Berries, cameos, the movie. Cameos show up. Dr. Doom offs them. Maybe some little spectacular little fight scene or whatever, but he gets rid of them and he moves on. Or maybe the incursions are all trying to figure out how to stop Dr. Doom, but Dr. Doom's going to win out at the end anyway, and every last one of these cats is going to die. It's fucking retarded, man. I'm not seeing the vision here. Here's this guy, drive-in critic. Marvel lost the plot years ago, and this movie feels like such a desperate attempt to bring audiences back without actually addressing the main issues with their content. Dumbed-down storytelling, humor, identity crisis, no connection between the installments and the phases, etc. Hope I'm wrong, but Marvel is still putting out low-effort stories, Fantastic Four first steps, so I don't expect this movie to be any different. Facts. I 100% agree with the dumbed down storytelling. This is a very dumb story. This is a very basic story. This is basic bitch shit, Marvel. Y'all used to be on top of y'all shit, man. Now this is what you're doing. Damn, Happy said no again. You talk about him joining the Avengers. They're like, yeah, man, this is not going to be good. And this guy bring Hugh Jackman back to play Wolverine. Oh, you can best believe they're going to do that. But what's the point? What's the point of bringing these characters in? What is this story? Why should anybody care about any of this? Because you remember all of these characters from back in the day? This is pathetic, man. I'm telling you, man, this is going to be a dumpster fire. They're going to spend so much money on this movie. It'll probably scrape over $1 billion, but it's not going to make its money back because they're going to spend $500 million, at least $500 million, if not more, on the movie itself, on the budget, on the production budget. They're going to spend $500. They're probably going to go through a couple of rounds of reshoots if they haven't already started reshooting some of the stuff they already got. The script isn't finished yet, according to Rebecca Romaine. What are we doing, Marvel? This is really bad. Look at this guy. We are so back. Yeah, we heard that before. We hear it on every Marvel movie. Marvel is back, baby. We're so fucking back. No, we're not. We ain't even close to being back. We are not even close to being back when they throwing this type of shit out there. When they don't care about their audience and they're just hitting you up with member berries, jangling keys in your face, and y'all are sitting out here pumped up and excited for it. Look, let me not, tap dance on y'all joy. If you are excited for Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday, let me know in the comments. Tell me why you're excited about it. That's what I want to hear. Tell me why you're excited about it. Is this what you're excited about? All right. All of the chairs. All right. This long list of characters. Is this what it's all about? So you can see Simu Liu. All right. You want to see this dude die? I know some people do. You want to see Florence Pugh get offed? All right. Kelsey Grammer? Nah, I think Kelsey. I want Kelsey to live. Louis Pullman. That was, what's his name? Sentry, right? Danny Ramirez. Nobody cares. Joseph Quinn. Nobody cares. David Harbour. Nobody cares about any of these people. Winston Duke. Nobody cares. I think that's the ghost chick. Whatever. Nobody cares. People care about Loki. But if Loki dies again, then what? I'm sorry, man. This thing looks like a hot mess. Anyway, what do y'all think about this situation, man? Are y'all excited for Doomsday? All right. Are you looking forward to Deadpool? All right. Popping up in this thing with Ryan Reynolds, showing up. Is that what you're going to get excited for? He'll be in there for like 5 minutes and then they're going to kill him. And then he's going to wink at the camera and he's going to crack a joke and then that's it. That's what we're going to get. Same old dumb Marvel shit that we've been getting for the last 4 to 5 years, and everybody's checked out. It's going to be interesting to see. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Go ahead, jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.